Hello, and welcome back to my channel. If you're tuning in for the first time, you are most welcome, and if you're a returning subscriber, I am grateful for you. Thank you so much for always coming back. So guys, stay tuned for what we have for you guys today. Yes guys, today we'll be looking at this whole issue of tradition. I'll tell you why in a minute, but first of all, what is the meaning of tradition? Tradition just means transferring of custom, transmission, whatever word you prefer, from one generation to another. Let's say, for instance, if our forefathers shaved their head, the next generation have to. So why did I decide to talk about tradition? It's with regards to the issue of bullying, especially in our Nigerian secondary schools. You realize that after this event of the death of a young boy in school, people have started speaking up of how they themselves were also bullied when they were in secondary schools. So you see what happens is, because you're a junior student, your senior student get to bully you, and when you become a senior student, you now tend to bully others. This ought not to be so. That you were bullied doesn't mean you should become a bully, because sometimes you can decide to be the change that you are seeking. And we don't just see this in the aspect of bullying, we also see them in our marriages. You know, a lot of times we've had cases of women that were killed as a result of domestic violence. Why did they get to that point where they had to lose their lives? Because tradition says that women should not leave their husband's house no matter the reason. They should endure and make amends. We also see that in childbirth cases, I've heard of stories, heartbreaking stories, of women who will not opt for CS just because they want to give birth the natural way. And as a result, because the doctors have seen that this woman cannot push a 4-point-something baby out, they say, let us open up your stomach. And the father or the husband or whoever, most cases the women themselves, refuse. Why? Because tradition. So tradition, why are we overflogging this thing? Is it helping us? Is it helping us? Just imagine that the tradition of killing twins was still going on in our present day. How many of us will see today, for those of us that are twins, or those of us that have twins, children? This thing ought to be stopped. Change begins with you. If the tradition is not a good one, we should end it. The issue of bullying, it is ravaging our schools, even every society, because people want to do things the way they were done, the way they were handed over to them. When things are handed over to you and they were not done the right way, change the concept, change the plan. Do it the way it ought to be. Do it the right way. Let the right way be the new tradition. Let us not stick to old ways that are not working. Imagine all of us were still cooking in the fireside. Or imagine all of us were still walking around naked, refusing to embrace our clothes and fashion and all that. So tradition that doesn't work shouldn't be continued. Tradition that failed us shouldn't be continued. Thank you. That is all for me today. Thank you so much for tuning in. It's always a pleasure to have you come and watch my videos. Until next time. Bye.